Time is whatever the clock says in Deltron Depris. Chapter 1, Part 1. Linda. The chemical factory was left behind. She glanced one last time at the smokestacks glowing in the green halo's light, connected the DNA sequencer, and launched the Neuromatrix replicator program. You can still back out. Let it rip. Hit that damn button. The machine powered up. It uploaded cellular data into the digital avatar and established a connection with the cerebral cortex. The body jolted as the mind detached, and the avatar was loaded with the hacker's mental matrix. He was online. A ghost severed from flesh, heading toward the virtual city, one that, to most of Deltron's residents, was nothing but a legend. It was night. Rain lashed against the building's windows as Max sat at his computer. The sirens of Depris sang their melody, and that bleak tune of despair filled the room like the final note of a lost game. Depris was brutal. Its streets and corridors didn't care. Gangs ruled their territories, devoted to their ideologies, whether they knew it or not, whether they wanted it or not. They were slaves to a system whose prisoners and wardens they themselves had become. It was a stabilized condition. No one really knew how it had all begun. Oblivion had wiped out the history of what past currents had once created when the deep net of World Tellus 81 had been burned down like a river by a Deltron hacker who had grown tired of it all, wiped the accounts, cleared the slates, and dropped the whole damn thing. Whatever existed back then was forgotten. Some speculated that Depris had once been a corporate core, its shopping malls and housing blocks abandoned to fate during Deltron's hyperinflation. After that, the city fragmented into zones. Others believed the highland sectors had simply discarded the fringe areas as useless. Once managing them ceased to be profitable, when power and credit flows ran dry. Depris could still be saved, but no one was doing anything. Max kept typing. He had found a link, one that led into a dark satellite network server he had been hunting for months. The machine connected. The server responded. He had no idea what to expect next, but the hacker's curiosity, the urge to solve a mystery the boards had memed into myth on their info feeds, had been reignited. Finally, he had found what he was looking for, the Nexus core. 2 weeks earlier, Max had been sitting at a hazard bar between checkpoint blocks 6 and 7. It was the kind of place where hustlers from different sectors gathered to negotiate and do business on behalf of their guilds and cults. To Max, it was an opportunity to harvest data from these hustlers while working as an operator, syncing info points between zones. Anyone could upload an update into an info terminal. Likes and downvotes determined its place in the feed hierarchy. Ads, rumors, political rants, prostitutes, doomsday sermons, music, anything could be downloaded straight into the user's mind. Max connected chips harvested from the hustlers and fed them into his deck. Took a drag from his cigarette, inserted the next chip. Downloaded the contents to his drive and repeated the process one by one, syncing info points and keeping interzone data up to date on the sector's info server. It was the only way to keep order. If those data points were ever put online, they'd be vulnerable. That's why only trusted operators were authorized to update them. Max was one of them. That night, he encountered a message hidden in a deep subfeed. A message from the Nexus. Do you want to live forever?